You make six figures, maybe more, and you still check your bank account with dread before buying coffee. There are people making $40,000 a year who feel broke. That makes sense. But there are also people making $140,000 a year who feel exactly the same way. And that part is harder to explain. Because if you went back 20 or 30 years and told someone that a person earning six figures would still feel financially stressed, they probably would have laughed. A six-figure salary used to mean something. It meant security, a nice house, vacations, a retirement plan, a feeling that you had finally made it. But today, there are people making more money than their parents ever did while feeling less financially secure than ever before. And if you've ever looked at your paycheck and wondered where all of it went, this video is for you. My name is Evan, and I spend way too much time thinking about money. Why modern life feels so expensive, and why so many people who look successful quietly feel like they're falling behind. If this video helps you understand your own financial situation a little better, make sure to subscribe, because once you understand what's actually happening, you stop blaming yourself for problems that were never entirely your fault. Now, let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly felt financially comfortable? Not rich, not wealthy, just comfortable. Like you could breathe for a second. For a lot of people, that feeling never comes. Even after the raises, even after the promotions, even after crossing income goals they once dreamed about. And that's because modern financial stress isn't just about income anymore. It's about expectations, lifestyle inflation, housing, comparison, and something psychologists call the moving goalpost effect. Here's how it works. When you were younger, you probably imagined that earning a certain amount of money would solve most of your problems. Maybe it was $50,000 a year, $80,000, or six figures. You imagined freedom. But then you got there, and suddenly that number didn't feel rich anymore because your life expanded around your income. Your apartment became more expensive, your car payment increased, your insurance increased, your subscriptions multiplied, your groceries doubled, and somehow, despite making more money, you still felt tight every month. This is one of the biggest financial illusions in modern life. Most people think more money equals less stress, but in reality, more money often just unlocks more expensive versions of stress. The goalpost moves, always. And the strange part? The higher your income climbs, the harder it becomes to admit you're struggling. Because from the outside, your life looks fine, maybe even impressive. You have the apartment, the car, the vacations, the nice dinners, the newer phone, the polished Instagram photos. But privately, you still hesitate before checking your bank account. You still feel anxiety before rent hits. You still calculate purchases in your head. And sometimes you quietly wonder, how am I making this much money and still feeling behind? The answer is uncomfortable. Because modern life has quietly redefined what normal costs. In 1970, the average home cost around 3 times the average household income. Today, it's closer to 5 or even 6 times in many areas. Housing alone has completely changed the financial equation. In many cities, rent for a basic one-bedroom apartment can easily reach $2,000, $3,000, sometimes even $4,000 per month. And once housing becomes that expensive, everything else starts stacking on top of it. Utilities, internet, insurance, transportation, food, debt payments, healthcare, childcare. And suddenly, your income isn't building wealth anymore. It's maintaining access to modern life. That's the trap. A lot of people aren't actually poor. They're just fully consumed by maintenance costs. And maintenance costs are dangerous because they become invisible over time. Nobody notices when another subscription gets added. Food delivery becomes routine. Financing becomes normal. Monthly payments slowly replace ownership. It happens gradually, quietly. And because everybody around you is doing the same thing, it starts feeling normal. But here's the scary part. A lot of modern lifestyles only work as long as absolutely nothing goes wrong. No layoffs, no medical emergency, no major recession, no expensive repair, no burnout, no income interruption. which means millions of people are living with hidden financial fragility while appearing completely fine from the outside. And that constant pressure creates something most people never talk about: financial exhaustion. Not panic, not crisis, just a low-level background stress that never fully disappears. It's there. During dinner, during vacations, while relaxing, while trying to sleep. Because part of your brain is always running calculations, always estimating risk, always thinking, what if something happens? And over time, that changes people. It changes relationships, it changes confidence, it changes how freely people feel they can live. This is why some people making $50,000 a year feel calmer than people making $150,000. Because financial peace isn't just about income, it's about margin, the gap between what you earn and what your life requires to survive. And the moment your lifestyle expands to consume your entire income, your stress returns, no matter how much money you make. This is why so many high earners feel trapped. They thought money would buy freedom, but instead, it bought obligations. A bigger apartment, a more expensive car, a lifestyle that now requires constant income to sustain. And once you build a life with high fixed costs, you stop feeling wealthy and start feeling dependent. Dependent on your next paycheck, your employer, your performance review, your industry staying stable. That dependency creates anxiety, even for people making objectively good money. Now here's where things get even more interesting, because this problem isn't just financial, it's psychological. Human beings adapt extremely quickly. Researchers call this hedonic adaptation, which basically means whatever once felt exciting eventually becomes normal. The salary increase that felt life-changing? Normal after a few months. The nicer apartment? Normal. The luxury car? Normal. The expensive vacations? Normal. And once something becomes normal, your brain stops treating it like success. It becomes the baseline. This creates a brutal cycle. You keep chasing higher income, not because you want luxury, but because you're trying to recreate the feeling of security you thought money would bring in the first place. But the target keeps moving. And social media makes this infinitely worse. Because now you're not comparing yourself to your neighbors anymore. You're comparing yourself to tech workers making $400,000, entrepreneurs posting luxury lifestyles, finance influencers, investment success stories, people selectively showcasing their best moments. So even financially successful people start feeling average, and average no longer feels safe. That's why nobody feels rich anymore, because modern wealth has become relative, not absolute. But there's another reason people don't feel rich anymore. And honestly, this might be the biggest one. Most people don't actually own their lifestyle. They finance it. Cars are financed. Phones are financed. Furniture is financed. Homes are financed. Even vacations are increasingly financed, which creates the illusion of wealth without the security of wealth. This is incredibly important to understand, because visible wealth and actual financial stability are not the same thing. The person driving the luxury SUV might be drowning in payments. The person wearing designer clothes might have almost no savings. Meanwhile, someone driving a used Honda, quietly investing every month, might actually be financially free. But modern culture rewards appearance more than stability, so people optimize for looking successful instead of becoming secure. And this creates enormous pressure, especially for younger generations. Because today, people don't just want financial survival. They want experiences, travel, aesthetic apartments, status, convenience, social validation, flexibility, luxury, retirement savings, investments, emergency funds, all at the same time. And trying to afford all of that simultaneously is exhausting, especially when wages haven't kept pace with the true cost of modern life. Now, I want to be clear about something. This video isn't saying, stop enjoying life. That's not realistic, and people deserve joy. The real issue is unconscious spending, lifestyle expansion that happens automatically instead of intentionally. Because the people who eventually build real financial peace usually make one important shift. They stop asking, what can I afford monthly? And start asking, what kind of life am I building? That's a completely different mindset. One leads to endless consumption. The other leads to intentionality. And freedom is what most people are actually searching for when they chase money. Not luxury, not status, Freedom. The freedom to say no, leave toxic situations, survive emergencies, take opportunities, sleep peacefully. That's what financial stability really is. And ironically, many people lose that freedom while trying to appear successful. Now here's the hopeful part. Once you understand this, you start noticing something powerful. A lot of financial stress comes from invisible pressure. Pressure to keep upgrading, keep consuming, keep signaling success, keep chasing lifestyles you don't even truly want. And when you step outside that cycle, even slightly, everything changes. Suddenly, smaller expenses feel manageable, savings grow faster, anxiety decreases, options increase, breathing room returns. And breathing room changes people. It makes you calmer, more patient, more confident. You stop feeling like every financial decision is life or death. Because at the end of the day, feeling rich isn't really about luxury. It's about margin, control, optionality, stability. And maybe the reason nobody feels rich anymore is because modern life convinced people that looking successful matters more than feeling secure. But the people who quietly win financially usually look surprisingly normal. They drive normal cars, live below their means, avoid constant upgrades, ignore social pressure, and slowly build lives with less financial tension. Not because they're smarter than everyone else, but because they stop trying to keep up with lifestyles designed to consume every dollar they make. And honestly, that might be the closest thing modern life has to freedom.